Greetings everyone. Today I would like to talk about my previous videos. Recently I'm not making much of a video. It is because there is not much of a reason to make a video. Making a video is basically easy. You just turn on the camera and talk. Yeah, I thought I need to clarify a few things, and I would like to talk about one, this strange video. In my previous videos, I translated some religious texts for one religious organization called Chinggis Khan's International Academy, something like that, led by a man called Danyam. This is basically a cult of Chinggis Khan. I thought we could be happy with our Irlik Khan, but they need the power of the higher God, something like that. When I talk about these other gods like the Lord of Lightning or the Lord of Hell Underworld, the Irlik Khan, something like that. These dudes, these Mongolian monotheists, may claim, your God is lesser God compared to the Father Sky, something like that. I'm like, yes, but this Father Sky always been far. He, it's kind of this. He's basically one big emptiness, and it's kind of hard to know what he's, how to say, this. He's like a bad father who is never there when you need him, something like that. And basically, Mongolians can be very kind of stupid, something like that. For example, because of this Chinggis Khan's cult, the center square of Ulaanbaatar changed its name into a Chinggis Khan Square. It was a Sukhbatar Square. The person who liberated, the capital, General Sukhbatar. He wasn't, this communist. He had his own party called People's Party, and he took, this noble title from our last Khan, and he seems to be quite traditional dude, but he was like killed, and this communism took the course of history, something like that. So I guess it was a plan of the Father Heaven. I don't know. So so because of these very stupid decisions, the center square of Ulaanbaatar is called Chinggis Khan Square, and you have the statue of Chinggis Khan there. It's kind of sad because this square is very little. If you are going to create a real Chinggis Khan Square, and if you want that the foreigners visit this place in honor of Chinggis Khan, you should put very big square, and you should put this big this stones or columns, this written his deeds, his history, and his this commandments, something like that. This like Stonehenge, maybe something like that, and it should be in a place where he was born, or he was this established this when he this sat on his throne, something like that. So it's going to be in the Hinti Emek, or it seems should be in somewhat eastern, this more eastern than this capital city. The capital city should, personally I thought, should keep the Sukhbatar Square as Sukhbatar Square, but they have changed it as a Chinggis Khan Square. And when you walk to a Chinggis Khan Square, you think it's like kind of small. It's kind of insignificant, something like that. So this Chinggis Khan called people, this using Chinggis Khan's, uh, this god, this uh, eternal blue sky, and simply saying eternal sky, because there can be argument that sky is sometimes red in the morning, it can be blue in the daytime, it can be orange or reddish in the evening, and it's usually dark at night. So sky cannot be eternally blue. So they are, this removing blue sky, just saying eternal sky, something like that. So I'm not against this Chinggis Khan's cult. I'm quite supportive of it because I know that they are targeting adults. They are saying, they are trying to, say that, this Chinggis Khan is like this our father. It's this founding father of our nation, etc., etc. And they are targeting somewhat, some kind of educated part of, this society, and they are not targeting children like, these Christians and Buddhists. They target children, and like, this Boy Scout, this movement. They are basically the Boy Scout movement has, this makes no sense. This, it's like war games in, this camping around, this doing, creating bases, and it's like this it's a child game, but it seems, this somewhat, this Christians like to how to say, target children, and it's basically quite effective. I mean, um, if you have this advertisement, if you put advertisement that this, we have this voluntary organization, that this charity organization, that we this helping, this poor people, we are doing all this good stuff, etc., etc., please join us, something like that. If you put such a sign, there will be people, there will be young people come and they say that I would like to help, this I would like to help to these poor people, I would like to work in your charity organization, something like that. So this thing, this strange, this this good, this how to say, good character of this person is believed to be this something religious. So you have this crowd of people, and you call for charity, you call for this humanity, etc., etc., and some people this come from this big crowd. It's a small, this, how to say, portion of the people, and usually these people this have a tendency to become religious. So their heart is already for this how to say, they are born with this so I can say a religious gene, something like that. So by saying that this is a this free voluntary organization, and they are trying to extract the religious population of this part of the population, in my opinion, something like that. So by creating this Chinggis Khan's cult, this, they are also trying to do something like that, but they are targeting the adults, not the children. Because in order to go to the countryside, in order to drive to this Hufsul Lake and participate in this like 3-day event, you need a lot of money. So sometimes I think maybe it's this only for this money, and sometimes I think that this in this how they are going to please Mother Earth, this how they are this pleasing the Father Sky. And uh, personally, I this haven't this haven't went to this event, so I cannot I haven't seen how they are worshipping to this to Father Heaven, etc., etc. So I cannot really comment on this. But if you want to please, this Father Sky and Mother Earth, you have to make them, this connected. The according to our old belief that trees and plants usually connect the earth and sky, something like that. So according to this belief, if you want to please the this earth and sky, you have to like plant a tree. So you go in some place and you plant several trees and hope that this Mother Earth and Father Sky is pleased. But I know that here in Mongolia, if you plant a tree and if you do not, this water them, look after them, these trees usually die because of wind, because of this harsh climate, etc., etc. So yeah, I have to be short and I have to cut my video here. Well,